Yo, what is going on today, guys? Today we have another unboxing. Today we're gonna have a second keyboard. It's gonna be the Razer BlackWidow V4 Pro. I just picked this off of Amazon. I mean, not Amazon, Best Buy. And we also have this mouse pad, which is gonna be the Razer FireFly V2 Pro. The reason why I have this, you guys might be like, I just got this new keyboard and this mouse. The reason why I have this is because I originally had the SteelSeries RGB mouse pad. I had like the one that goes like this way, and it's RGB and it's USB, but I plugged it in and the RGB legit does not even turn on. So that whole shit had to be returned. So I went to Best Buy to go get a new mouse pad. That's this one. Honestly, this one does look a lot cooler. It just like the full RGB and everything. Honestly, this does look a lot cooler. The other one just looked like a black piece of plastic that had like RGB around the sides, but it wouldn't even turn on. So we have this new one right here, and then on top of that, the reason why I got this keyboard is because this is the best keyboard that SteelSeries has. It's just that there are some parts that I like I like how this thing and then this thing right here, you can adjust the volume really easily. I like that part, but it's just that when you're using it, sometimes like, I don't know, just the way the keys are made, it's like you'll accidentally hit the wrong keys. Now, I'm sure it gets better with time and all of that, but at least when I was like doing my MIS and stuff, I would like try to click this, but like it wouldn't register, or like I tried clicking underscore, but I accidentally end up hitting plus. Or now I'm sure over time it will improve if I were to keep using this. It's just that's not an issue I have when using like the Mac keyboard, for example. So I just wanted to try another one out, and then when I was in the store trying this one out, it seemed pretty good. So that's why I picked this one up. I think this one was like 140 or something. Shit, there's water in my throat. But I think this one is slightly cheaper than this one. But when I was using it in the store, I felt like the keys, I felt like I had a better time like touching like the different, like it felt a lot more accurate in some ways. So we'll go ahead and unbox to see how this plays out. I do think this keyboard is a lot louder than this one. Like this one, it's not really loud when you're clicking the keys, but I do think this one is loud. But anyways, we'll go ahead and find out. Open up both of these, plug these in. Hopefully the RGB works this time. If not, I'm probably just gonna have to return this. But my plan was to use both of these, see which one's better, especially when I'm like coding or like whatever I gotta do. See which one feels better, which one I can type more accurately with, and then I'll just return the other one. If I do end up liking this one more, then I'm probably just gonna keep the Razer and then go all in with Razer. Basically, this monitor is Asus because neither SteelSeries or Razer makes monitors. But yeah, that's good. My monitor is Asus, and then my mouse. This is SteelSeries. I think SteelSeries. I really like the Aerox. It just feels really good, and like it looks really nice as well. And it's overall really light to use. So I think the mouse, this is excellent. I was gonna pick up a Razer mouse, but I don't really think I need that. So I think definitely for the mouses, SteelSeries is the best, and then monitors, Asus is the best. But in terms of like accessories, we'll go ahead and see how this goes. So yeah, let me just go ahead and open these up. Alright, so I got everything unboxed. So far, it looks really nice, the keyboard. I can't really tell which one's better, honestly, because I can't really tell which one's better or like which one works. Like they feel the same, honestly. It's just that this one is really loud. It does have like the volume adjuster and all that, and then it has like these buttons here. So I mean, technically the functionality is the same. The only thing I don't like about this is that this pad right here, it gets really warm, I feel like. Like this one, it's like this cool plastic. So even if it feels really nice putting your hand on it and it's not gonna get dirty. This one, I feel like over time it could either get dirty or it could feel hot depending on like if you keep your wrist there for a whole time. I haven't used this, I don't really know, but this part specifically I like better on the SteelSeries, but the keyboard itself I would have to use it more. I know there is like an app to like customize the colors, but right now I'm looking specifically into how the keyboard actually itself feels. In terms of this mouse pad, right, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I cannot get this thing to turn on. This is the second mouse pad that just the art lights don't turn on. It's plugged into the computer. It's plugged into the wall. I tried plugging it into the wall as well. I don't see any like lights or anything like that. I mean, I don't see any switches either, so I'm not sure why the lights just aren't turning on. I don't know. Like I have it connected into this USB port on the keyboard, but I also tried the computer. Doesn't really work. I don't know why. Um, like I tried plugging it into the wall as well, and like it just does not turn on for some reason. This is like the second mouse pad that I've gotten that doesn't turn on, so I have a feeling I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not really too sure. Like I'm not getting any prompts on my computer either saying like, oh, I gotta do this, do that. So I don't know like why it's just not working. I don't. Again, there's no buttons or anything like that, so I'm not sure what else I would have to do in order to get this thing to turn on. But I might try installing like the Razer app, see if that helps at all. Probably won't, but I'm gonna go do that right now. See how that goes, yo. Okay, we finally got this thing working. It is now on. Let me just tell you, it looks a lot better in person than it does on the camera. I'll just say that. It's really bright as well. I have the flashlight on my camera, which kind of, I don't know, I already started recording and it's not turning off. But basically, this thing is literally glowing. So it's really bright. And it's also a hard mouse pad as well. Personally, I like the hard ones over the cloth ones. Like the Steel Series one was like a soft one. This one's definitely better in that aspect. And now that I turned it on, it's weird though because I don't know if it's the power source or if it's like the cable I'm using. When I use the Apple cable, right, that connects directly to the computer, it works. But then when I use the Apple connector that's connected to the wall, it doesn't turn on. Or if I use like the included Razer one that connects to the USB-A, it doesn't turn on. But for some reason, when I connect it straight to the Mac like this, it works, which is weird. It has nothing to do with the app because the app doesn't even get supported on Mac, so it only works on Windows, which I don't really care about that part. But like again, like this thing does turn on now, so that's good. Texture wise, I mean, to be honest, like I can't really tell. Like I feel like using this on here is like the exact same as using it on here. And if anything, using it on here feels more smoother just because of my surface. Yeah, I feel like this is laminated. This is like more rough. So like this does feel this does feel better than this, but like honestly, I think that's more of like a mouse pad in general kind of thing, not with this specific product. But yeah, yeah, that's my thing with that. The only thing though is like this thing, it's really nice, but it's so a little bit too nice to the point where it takes attention away from the rest of your setup, I feel like if you have a whole gaming desktop and a gaming room with like the room RGB lights and all that, I get it. But if you just have like this and this, then I feel like the lights on this is because it's such a big surface, like it stands out a lot more than like your keyboard or like your mouse. Like when you see this is the only thing you see. You don't see like this. You don't see like any of this because this thing stands out so much. The other thing is I don't know if I like how it's like a lot smaller. It is big enough to use. It's just that like I feel like if it's gonna be lighted up like this, I feel like it would make more sense if they made like a large one. That way you could put like your keyboard on top of it. You could put like your monitor. That way, even if it does stand out, it's actually a good thing. But like I think the only size they make right now is this size, so I don't really think you could do anything with that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. And to be honest, this it's like I wouldn't. It looks nice. I don't really think you need it, just because I feel like it depends the table you're using, but like at least on this table, this feels more smooth than this for some reason. I don't know if it's just because like I don't know if you can hear that, but like this doesn't really feel that smooth. But again, this might just be like a mouse pad in general kind of thing. Like I don't know, maybe even other mouse pads, there's a good chance it's like the texture is the same. So going only strictly off of the RGB, it's nice. To be honest, like for my setup right now, I kind of don't have that much space, if you can see. But yeah, I don't know if I would keep it. It's like $100. I don't really need the money though. I mean, there's mixed feelings. It's not bad. It's not awesome. I wish it was like a long one, but again, maybe in other scenarios where you need like a mouse pad, in that scenario, this would be the way to go. And in terms of this keyboard, I really don't like this. It's like the display model. This thing was covered in like oil, and it like this whole pad. It starts heating up after keeping your hand on it for like not even a minute, right? Like right now, I'm just resting my hand on it, and already gliding my finger across, this part is like really warm, and this part is like really cold. So as soon as you put your hand on, like it's like that. The only difference is though, like with this, the RGB goes around to like the side of the keyboard as well. Whereas with the Steel series, it's just a piece of plastic. But this one does not heat up at all because it's literally like rubber. And so the best thing would be like if I took this off and I just put this thing on here, right? Like this. They're both magnetic. It doesn't really click on or anything like that, but this already feels so much better just because like this thing isn't going to be heating up when you put your it's like having a warm pillow, you know. It just gets annoying with this thing. I really don't like it. So yeah, that by itself already puts the Steel series ahead, but like again, this part doesn't have RGB when it comes to the Steel series one. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to choose one to return. Right now, I don't really know. I would have to use it side by side. But yeah, I have a feeling the Steel series is gonna be. I might just stick to that, and I might go return this. I don't know. This knob right here, I thought it would be for like volume. It's actually just for the RGB lighting itself. And then this one is definitely a lot louder as well. Like when you click this versus this. So I feel like this could get annoying if you don't like it. And then this does have the volume adjuster on here as well, but the volume adjuster on there works a little bit better than this one. This one, it's like hard to like turn, kind of, sort of, not really. I don't know. But yeah, you have these buttons here. Honestly, not really the biggest. It's not really a. I guess it's nice to have it there, but I feel like this one also does the same thing except with this button here. So again, I don't really know. You do have like USB port on here, so in that sense, that is a bonus with this. That one, you don't get any extra ports. This one, if you plug it in, you do get an USB port. The thing is, I can't even plug this thing directly into here. Either I just need an Apple cable. I don't know if there's like data for like the Apple OS or something. I don't know why, but it's weird. I can't plug it into here even if this is computer connected to there. And it's not a power supply issue because I can't connect it to the wall with the Apple cable either. It's weird. But yeah, that's gonna be that. I think the only way to like really decide is like try using this for a little bit. But to like see like how the keyboard itself is. To be honest, earlier I did say like that keyboard, there were like times when I would misclick the wrong things, but honestly the same thing is happening with this as well. And I think the reason why is because this keyboard is meant for Windows, right? And on Windows, everything is based on control. So you can control A, control C, control V, control Z. You know, you can do that all here. With the Mac OS, because it's the command key and not the control key, you basically have to click the Windows key to do it, which makes the positioning like really awkward. And then, so I think that's part of it. And then just in general, like the shape of the keys, I think like when trying to like, access some of these function keys, I think it's more of like the shape of the keys rather than like the keyboard itself. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't ran into like issues or anything like that, but yeah, the other thing is gonna be like customization, and also the weight as well. I think the Razer keyboard is definitely almost double the weight. I don't know why it's so much heavier, but it just is. And then in terms of like the size of the keyboard, the Razer one is slightly bigger. Actually, the Razer one's slightly smaller. The only reason Razer is bigger is because it has these things right here. I don't know if you would want to use those, but yeah, if you look at it like this, the overall size starting from the end is about the same, I feel like. So yeah, I really don't know. I think the only way is to go ahead and use it, see which one you like. I don't know if you guys like the loud clickiness or if you guys like this soft clickiness more, but honestly, personally, I like I feel like this would get annoying. I don't know. So we'll go ahead. I have a feeling I'm gonna return the Razer. But yeah, I don't know. We'll go ahead and see, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want me to unbox anything else, let me know in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.